Welcome everyone to the Tuesday edition of Minions of the Zoo. I'm your keeper. SkepTock is my name, and with me I have Adam of Clan Veggie the First.
Greetings and salutations.
And the Harry Channel.
Howdy.
And happy to re-welcome to the stream, Jenna.
Hi.
Did you have a computer problem, or did you accidentally hang up on yourself?
I did not hang up on myself. My
Okay.
internet went, I hate you, and it turned off.
Yeah.
Oh.
Rhode Island internet.
So,
Yeah.
hold on. Did it catch you saying something that it might have thought was racist?
Oh, I
No.
didn't think about that. Yeah,
What?
being up in New England. Yeah,
It heard you say something naughty.
They
And,
listen. They listen
I
to
have black
everything.
children.
well, it doesn't matter. They'll still shut your shit off. And I mean,
Well,
the guy
that's
with the
why I said
Amazon
it
thing
like
was black,
that.
so
Did
yeah.
you think that made you immune from the state citizen?
You know, the more you say you're
No.
not racist, the more you actually are racist.
Yes, it's
Exactly.
exactly what a
Failure
racist
to
would
engage
say.
is racist. Failure to admit racism is racist itself. It's second order racism.
Yeah, do the work, bigot.
Yeah, exactly. Enact the labor, bitch.
Enact
Here's
the
the
labor.
pickaxe,
Just
bigot.
have a struggle session with yourself.
Every day should be a struggle session for white people.
You know what, Jenna? I'm sorry. That was an unfair dogpiling.
Oh, I'm okay with that. I have kids. I mean, they dogpile.
She lives in a dog pile. For God's sake, I know what she's talking about. I live in my pile is smaller, but it's still a pile.
Well, when you lead an army, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
You can lead an army, but
Thank
can't
you,
make them drink.
Bray. Although I don't believe you mean though at that.
You don't have to
Ooh.
make them, Harry. You don't have not army guys. Not army guys.
When you breed an army. No. What? I didn't say it. I'm sorry. That was
Yeah.
Harry's fault.
Most things are.
So, speaking of sweet deals, how about that Hunter Biden kid? Just
Wow.
what a magician he is. He just made another great deal happen for himself. If he isn't raking in big bucks from dictators overseas and not even paying income tax on them, he's cutting a sweet deal with the IRS, and it's all income free. It's all good now.
Yeah.
Well, look,
Are you
it's
kidding
gonna,
me?
It's
No,
gonna
I'm not
cost him a
kidding.
couple of paintings, you know, and he'll
Straight
be able
up.
to cover the.
Straight up right. That's
fine.
exactly
All right, now
right.
I am
Yeah.
going to lose my internet. That bastard.
You watch and see. He will sell a couple of paintings for
Nope.
the exact amount of the fines he has.
I know.
to pay.
I happen to know that's not going to happen. I have
Okay.
insider information,
Oh,
and
well,
you can take this to the bank.
all right.
Joe has a whole drawer in his kitchen
Yeah.
full of green stamps, and the IRS said they would just take those.
Well, I don't know. Joe has to remember where
A
that
really
drawer
aggressive collector of green stamps.
Yeah,
I mean,
was
he's-
going to get some new Tupperware for Jill.
I mean, Joe's still wishing for God to save the Queen. So I don't know. I don't know if he knows where that drawer is.
You
Oh yeah,
know.
Joe in his drawers. Oops.
You can just see him
Come on, man.
trailing a bunch of green stamps going into Target. I know these are good. You know, it says right here. You look it up, Jack.
Yeah.
Expired
There's no expiration
1982.
date on green stamps, Skep.
What? Yeah, exactly. What lottery did this midwit win to become, a set? Well, what he was he was the union's Cupid doll. That's how he got into Congress.
Mm-hmm.
And he sucked. Yeah, he sucked their egos for years.
He polished their egos.
Polished their egos for years with his tongue.
Yes.
And his just slavishly voting for the next liberal cause, knowing exactly where the center of the Democratic Party is at any moment and voting that way. That's what this guy's whole political career is, because he has no imagination. And now what what he's pleased to call a mind is decaying as he's president of the United States. Some days I cannot believe the condition that we have brought our country to. How the hell did this happen?
I have to tell you something. So, you know how he had that party for the bravest people he's ever met?
Oh yeah, right. Yes, the whatever they are. Yes.
The gay pride
Yeah, the pride
party for the bravest people he's ever met.
Yep.
My husband lost his mind. He was like, there should be American flags up there, not the trans.
Yeah.
I can't believe this is allowed. Why are they showing...
Jenna, think for a minute. He's met Navy SEALs. He's met SAS guys.
He's met my husband.
Yeah, yes, exactly. But, yeah, sorry, your husband isn't brave enough. They're not as brave as that guy who was... What the hell was he doing? Stealing luggage? Some assistant cabinet level weasel, and deputy secretary of something, transportation or something, or what was he in charge of?
He was in
nuclear
the
disposal?
atomic energy.
Yeah,
something.
that's what it was. The AEC.
He was like a non-proliferation waste guy or something.
Yeah.
Well, I just...
Yes. What frustrates you? What is the source of your frustration?
Biden.
Well, why did you elect him?
I didn't.
Your state voted for him.
My state is an idiot.
Pretty sure your state.
Of course,
you
my
got to
state
step up and
voted
take
for him.
responsibility, Jenna.
I did not vote for him.
I expect you to bring Massachusetts around this next election. I want
You want me to bring...
That's right. I want you to bring the
Massachusetts.
light of knowledge to Massachusetts. I want you out there. Get out there and in front of it.
I live relatively close to P-Town. I don't think I'm going to win with where I am.
Boy, that's the goddamn truth.
All I can do is put my vote in.
That is some of the most liberal acreage on earth.
Yes, it is.
It really is. That's like, just that area just north of New York City.
So,
Westchester and all that. Yeah. Anyway.
I'm assuming P-Town is... Wait, what's P-Town?
P-Town is the end of the Cape Cod, and it's where, for my whole life, gay men have lived. And it's nothing, it's not a big deal or anything. I've gone to P-Town my whole life. But now it's P-Town.
Oh.
And,
well, I'm glad I didn't say what I was going to say.
They,
Well done, Adam.
Yeah,
well
no.
Done.
the doll babies, you would love Adam.
Yeah. She's not answered your question. I'm going to answer it for you. It's Provincetown is actually the name of the town that's on the very tip of Cape Cod, but everybody calls it P-Town, and even people at Rhode Island, when I was stationed in Rhode Island, we called it P-Town too. So
it's a fun place to go.
There's a light out there, isn't there? We used to take sights off that light. Yeah, there's a
lighthouse. There's a lighthouse
cool.
up all of Cape Cod. It's a rocky place.
Race Point Light. That's what it is. The Race Point Light.
Recently, we learned Quiz and in our group. We learned that there's a whole bunch of lighthouses at the Great Lakes areas.
Oh yeah.
Skep, you should know.
Yeah.
With what do they call it?
when your boat hits sand, it breaks it,
Yeah.
or rocks, or
Yeah, that's
land.
it's considered not desirable to run it. It's called running your ship aground, and it's
Frowned
something
upon.
that mariners typically try to avoid.
Yeah, it's frowned upon.
I
Yeah.
actually live near a lighthouse that I can see from my bedroom window go around at night because it's still a working lighthouse. And at night, my 2-year-old is potty trained. I'm done with diapers, yes. But if one of my kids is having a rough night, we go and we look at the lighthouse outside and calm them down. Just look at the lighthouse. Just follow the light. And it's a trick that works. So it's just not for sea creatures, it's also for my children to calm them down.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's not
course.
for mariners or sea creatures.
It's not
It's funny. It's funny
know-
when she said follow the lights. All I could think of was Gollum
That's what they
saying,
go. They're like, "Ah."
"Don't follow the lights."
He's gonna go look for the fishes.
Yeah, when
Hey.
Frodo almost gets sucked under, but in Mordor. Anyway,
And the submarine.
we have orcas now, so
Well, wait. Orcas, aren't they going around killing people? Oh wait, no.
no, that's great whites. We have them too, but we've always been on the top 3 for great whites. But now we have orcas because I don't know why, but they will torture you.
yeah.
They're not. There's a reason why there are like 4 deaths at SeaWorld. They're not the friendliest creatures in the world.
They can be very capricious, apparently.
They like to
And
torture.
their playful mood is more about, it's fine as long as you're not getting hurt, but they kind of consider you a toy that they can play with as hard as they want to, and even tear up if they want to, like a dog tearing up a ball.
I can go for a capricious sun right now.
Oh no, Capri Sun, man, that's the you could
Yeah,
tell
they're intelligent
tell
enough
you
to
tell
do
the dads who have coached softball team after softball team, Capri Sun is your friend, man. That
Yeah,
is
until
what
you
those
try and
kids-
put the
that's
straw
what,
in.
That's what. No. That's an art. That's an art, and I've showed how. I don't know how many kids how to put a straw in those Capri
You
Suns.
should do a how-to video on opening.
So many soccer games, so many baseball games, so many everything games. The years just run together. Anyway, sorry, got lost in my memories there for a minute. But
Well, now,
Capri Sun, man. Kick
if you
ass.
don't bring water, you're evil, and you're trying to give the kids diabetes.
Yeah. Diabetes.
Diabetes.
You're trying to kill off
Diabetes.
children.
Check your blood sugar. No reason not to. You
So
asshole.
I always bring
Tastes
juice.
good. It's good for you.
I mean, what?
Victoza. Victoza, y'all.
You don't need all them toes.
It's a Sugarfoot.
Oh no, Sugarfoot.
Sugarfoot is the greatest nickname for a disease ever.
It sounds so happy. It's
My
like Willy Wonka. When
God,
you're stepping-
it is, and the truth of it is so awful. Let
It's
me tell you,
terrible.
those people go through agony. You talk about chronic pain medication.
Yeah, but let's laugh some more about
Those
their
people are
their,
just in
their
terrible shape.
disease. I mean, Sugarfoot. It's like you're gonna have Oompa Loompas serving your feet.
Oh,
And-
it's so sinister because it sounds like
Yeah,
you
no,
said,
it's bad.
yeah,
It is
jocular.
really bad. And I believe I could be wrong, but insulin could be priced a lot cheaper
Oh, it could be.
and help a lot of people. I mean,
Big Farmer doesn't want to hear that.
You do
Oh,
not.
He'll
I'm
lock up
sorry.
my internet,
You
not
don't
yours.
want to
sorry.
hear. You don't want to hear my speech about drug prices. You don't want to hear that.
I'd just like to thank Mass Health for paying for my meds. Because
Yes.
otherwise my children would not eat.
We are such a mess in this country about
We
drug
are.
prices. We have just
It is. Hey,
I'm
we
sorry,
screwed
Skep, look at
ourselves.
Harry.
ooh, there you go. I kind of joined up at a awkward time.
Okay.
If
you
it would
want
be
the other
cool
one
if no, if it'd be cool if I take a moment. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right.
Change it back to
Oh,
this
can I tell you my idiot husband nor my father-in-law were here when my bathroom exploded?
Oh,
Oh,
You know the pipe that goes to fill the tank?
yes, I do.
That decided to walk away.
It blowed up.
And so I luckily I know how to turn off the water.
went AWOL.
Good girl. So you got the water off.
After
Did
but
you
I
have to
didn't-
turn? Did you have to turn the mains off, or did you?
not
were
just
you
the
able-
water to the
Just the
toilet.
water to the toilet. Very good. So you got it.
I've been trained, as James said when he got home. The jerk. So my bathroom though was a pool. It was horrible. The towels.
Do you have another bathroom?
Yes,
in the house?
we have a couple.
Well-
we have bathrooms downstairs, but I had
Well,
to go
that's-
upstairs and downstairs to use the
As
bathroom.
long,
and
as long as you got more, that's fine.
my
Yeah.
knees didn't
No
really like that.
no reason to clean it up or fix it or anything.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because
of
you
course.
have plenty of bathrooms. You have extra
Luckily,
bathrooms. I
we
know
also
people.
have a
I know
lot of
people who
towels.
live like that, Harry.
You do not. They like
No,
just leave the broken bathroom.
They're absolutely,
fair.
completely, absolutely.
Well, I didn't. My uncle came up to fix it. He drove 2 hours because he's awesome. And then he and I went to lunch and visited my grandmother. I had a great uncle day the other day, which, being my age, I don't spend a lot of time with my uncles just doing stuff. So it was kind of cool. He fixed it. It cost $11 to fix because he didn't charge labor. He's in building, so he knows what he's doing. And then we got lunch and went to my grandma's and saw the beach. Because you always drive to the beach if you drive to my grandmother's first. It's been a rule since I was born.
Yep.
Hey, speaking of beaches,
God,
what about that sand buggy?
that's kind of interesting. Spud.
Raiden, I just saw that.
Mm.
Oh, I told you, you have. I have not yet decided if you're mature enough.
Ow. But I'm growing mustache stubble. I think I'm mature enough now.
Are we winning, son?
Sorry. Can I sand buggy song? Well,
Yeah. Good time.
Yep, 35% of your income is taxed towards spud gun. I think that's what you're saying.
Yeah, but he's English. I don't want to pay taxes to the English. And I won't burn my toast.
Or oh my gosh, why do you put baked beans on toast? Why? It's
You know, there's
gross.
somebody you could ask. It doesn't have to be rhetorical. You could just ask somebody in your house.
I'm not gonna
I've
lie,
asked
it's pretty
him,
good.
and his answer was because it's delicious.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Well, the beans
is
are
good.
different than the ones that you're thinking of.
Hold on. Well, you know what? I'm gonna have to go all the way over to the Isles of Great Britain to actually try it because maybe their baked beans aren't the same.
They're a little different, and you can buy them in stores. Just find like the the tiny ditzy thing in the international food section that.
Yeah,
has
I don't
the
trust that.
beans. You think
I don't
those?
trust
Oh,
Big
it works.
Pharma. I
That's
mean,
just
Big
for
Market.
suckers. Those are just decoy beans. The real ones are different. You have to go to make sure.
Hey, you know
They're
what,
gonna
Spud?
fool me with those
Don't-
decoy beans.
Don't push it. I'm about this close to tossing
Ew.
some tea over in the harbor.
Yeah.
And we don't have a harbor in Chicago. Wait, yeah, we do.
You do.
The wind would probably just blow it all to Toronto.
Oh no. Well, you know what? Fair enough. You're giving
Hey,
us your fire smoke.
Adam,
We're giving you fucking Chicago tea.
if you ever want to come and visit me, I can take you to the ship, a ship where you can pay to throw the tea in the water.
For real?
Yeah, it's on the Freedom Trail.
It's on the Freedom Trail. Yeah, come pay this tax to come toss some tea overboard.
Boston cashes in
Oh,
on
no.
its heritage in some really tawdry ways, some really particularly American and tawdry ways, and that's one of them.
Let me tell you,
a lot of that down there actually.
every year, twice a year, every fall and every spring, my grandmother made us walk the Freedom Trail until I got stuck in Connecticut.
What?
And then my younger cousins had to do it.
Connecticut is the southernmost state in New England.
See, I've only been straight out to New York and then straight out to like Tampa, Florida. That's my excursion
Right.
to the East Coast. I need to fill in the gaps.
Yes,
Like
you
right
do.
at the bottom.
Tea for two.
That's my job on Tuesday. Just find memes and display them.
He was enjoying it indeed.
If I
I'm so easily
Harry,
moved.
you have to send me that. I'm gonna anonymously send it to Jamie.
Wait,
I have way
Jamie
more-
with
I have way more terrible things than that.
My
Joe
husband.
Rogan? Oh. I was like, oh shit. Hey Jamie, could you pull up that meme of the crab? The British crab? Yeah, thanks. Oh,
I look.
He does
see
not
how
have
many-
a monocle.
oh yeah, he needs a.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
He's not
Yeah,
a
that
was-
Monopoly
Yes, he is.
token.
he's
Yeah,
not
he-
full on
That-
British. He's probably Welsh.
And he's white. Why the hell is he white?
Because he's a racist.
Yeah. Because it's always raining where he comes from.
That's right.
There's no
and
sun.
don't deny it, because denying it is racist.
Yeah.
Failing
Yeah.
to engage is racist. Failing to agree with them is racist.
And he probably calls French fries crisps.
No, those are potato chips.
Oh,
Yeah, he'd
Yeah,
probably
those
calls
two.
them chips, or depending where he's from, he might call them frites.
If he wants to
Fritas.
sleep, he calls them French
Frites.
fries.
Like pomme frite. That's the French word for it.
Oh, palm frites.
Yeah, if he's from Flanders.
Oh, fucking Flanders. Stupid, sexy Flanders.
Flanders.
Chips?
Yeah.
What's a
Yeah.
chip? Chip up
French
the
fry.
old Barbie. Oh, wait.
When we were dating, I sent him to go get a bag of chips to go to the beach, and the idiot came back with French fries.
I don't know. That seems like he over-delivered, honestly.
Well, what are you gonna do with French fries on the beach?
You're going to
Yeah,
eat
that's
them and then
kinda
go to the
weird.
beach because they're awesome.
What about seasoned fries? Do you like seasoned? I don't like seasoned fries.
Hmm.
I have a pancreas that barely works, and ulcers, and a esophagus that barely works. So I like white people food.
Wait, how do you get a working sarcophagus?
Look, dude. You're losing that bike privilege.
I know.
I almost was gonna send it to you.
Apparently, I had to do some sort of freedom trail before I can even have the privilege of riding in a.
It's only
Sand
like
buggy.
6 miles.
That's not bad.
Yeah. I'm afraid I'm going to have to display this picture of.
You
And
can go to
trigger
Paul
Jenna.
Reveal's house.
I want to
Alright.
ride in a sand buggy because that's
Oh,
what the
yeah.
banana splits rode
Like a
into.
McDonald's,
What the hell is
McDonald's
that?
lobster roll.
Oh,
That's what I'm talking about.
Ew!
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
real.
Why?
You can get a lobster.
Me-
Why would you want to die?
A McLobster.
Nick Lobster.
McLobster?
Ripping fun to say.
Ew.
Wait. So this is something that they sell at McDonald's in England?
No.
No.
This is what they have at McDonald's in P-Town. Comes with a free monocle.
Holy
Yeah.
shit!
There's no McDonald's in P-Town, actually.
Okay.
Well,
The closest McDonald's to me is 20 miles the other way.
Okay.
You forgot the ketchup. Oh,
Ooh, don't put ketchup on a. Don't buy a lobster roll from McDonald's. You'll die.
don't.
And there's too much lettuce on it. Ew.
That's lettuce.
And what kind of hot dog roll is that?
So, do you go to the McDonald's down in Bass River, West Yarmouth?
I've been to that one.
Have you been to that one? Is that the nearest one for you? It looks like that's the nearest one.
Yeah.
God, there really are no McDonald's on
Okay.
Cape Cod. I just find that remarkable.
This might be a bit much. this
3?
one.
I have to tell you, I love a Big Mac, but it's better that it's far away and I don't drive.
I disavow.
Oh my God!
My girlfriend said.
I don't read it out loud. Just everyone just enjoy.
Make it go away. Look, there's a nice innocent meme.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey.
Oh my god!
They also
Oh,
like
diagrams. Man, I love it. Diagrams.
They're the
So
best.
wouldn't the splate or the thing with the knife on it cut your hand when you were using it?
Yeah.
That's what we
Suppose
should
if I-
worry about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Yeah. Nothing else.
Synonym roles. Boy.
I don't know why the two center ones not being the same.
I could easily make that error in talking about cinnamon rolls.
It's like you
And,
purposely made two bigger ones, and
It's
somebody's
driving me
being
crazy. It needs
somebody's
to be
being favored.
9.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it does
Yeah.
need to be 9. That's a huge problem. That not being 9 is a big problem.
We see that there's a
Look,
pyramid.
when you're
at work.
OCD.
And
We
the
won't-
one on the right in the middle has a little bit more glaze.
Oh my
So
gosh.
I don't know. Maybe that's the favorite.
I've
The
already
favoriteest.
shown this to Skep, but I don't think I've shown it to you, Jenna.
Oh,
Slightly used.
What the heck? Catholic. Is that someone's?
Do you know what a
Why?
catalytic converter is?
No.
Okay.
well, it's been excised, so you don't have to worry about it.
Just like my Book of Mormon when I gave it to Pope John Paul II.
The
Never
power
got it back.
of Chrysler compels you.
They said I could get anything I wanted, blessed, but they lied.
Yeah. Bastards.
Until I was probably 20 years old, I thought Pope John Paul was named after 2 of the Beatles.
Did you
Oh.
think some of the books in the Bible were?
No, didn't even think about that. I was just like, oh, he's a Beatle fan.
Oh, Jenna.
Yeah, I have had, even though I'm not blonde, a few blonde moments in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Those moments when you...
I almost started another crusade. Whoops.
John Paul Jones.
You know, I...
The pirate.
Harry, that's lost on a lot of people, but that
I know,
is
but
really,
never explain
That's
your
true.
jokes. Never
that,
explain your jokes.
exactly. That puts the dagger in jokes. Absolutely.
Is it
really
because his
does.
eyes are crossed? Or are looking...
He's looking away. And then
Yeah.
when he looks...
Quantum things act differently when they're observed.
Yes.
Basically, the
Yes.
gist of it.
Yeah.
I had to go in to see if I was having seizures.
Mm-hmm.
And so the idiot put light in my... flashing
that's a good
lights
one.
right in my eyes. And it looked like a... Oh, what are those thingies? The, when you turn it... Now I can't think of the word. You put it up against your eye, and when you turn it, shapes and colors change.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, kaleidoscope.
Yes. And I was like, is it supposed to look like a kaleidoscope? And he was like, no. I was like, oh,
Oh.
we have a problem.
Yeah, that's not good.
So he stopped the test after 2.5 minutes, and I had to lay there for about 20, just thinking, I'm gonna die. What did you do to me? I didn't have a seizure, but I did have a migraine for the rest of the day, no matter what I took.
I would take that over a seizure.
Now,
I wouldn't.
That is a mighty chieftain. What do you expect he's king of?
The wires.
The Wire King.
King of lost email.
Hi, Addie.
Eddie!
King of networks.
This is where all your failed sudos get. This is who all your failed sudos get reported to. I like the fact he's got like a PDU in that one hand, and it's sort of a takeoff of what the Iron Throne from Game of Thrones, except it's made out of Ethernet cables. I like it.
That is a pile of them.
He is the sponsor for this nice show. Our VPN,
Shoo!
Shoe VPN. He's guarding your network, changing your IP to a different thing.
Yeah.
No, read what
Oh.
Hugrath wrote.
Oh.
Fell pregnant. He's British.
Pluck up the. Oh.
I hate it when I fall pregnant.
How do you fall pregnant?
Well, when two people love each other.
When
One
a
of them's not
man
coordinated.
loves a woman. Oh. Yes, Shoe VPN.
Who is Stranger Danger? Apparently.
Assassin. You asshole.
What you don't know is Assassin is the one tripping him.
Probably. Classy bunch in chat tonight. Let's say hello to chat briefly. God, we have everybody, and it's just great to see guys come out like that. Kefke came out early, and Spud was there. Assassin, Rotten Corpse, Kiever Dam. It's great to see you. I'm sure I said Assassin, and just all the great people who come out and help make this show what it is. And if it's not great, it's partly your fault. But that's not important right now. Anyway, thank you for coming out, listening to us. It's great to have you with us. And as the world gets stranger and stranger, I am reminded of the Hunter S. Thompson quote, "When the going gets weird, the weird turn pro." I like those pancakes.
Am I the only one that calls Assassin
Very
of the
good.
Gray Gray? I just call him Gray.
All the, yeah,
Well, he's gray.
of course, for
Yeah.
all those things have disc aspects to them, with the exception necessarily of the waffle.
What?
The corridor is an interesting intersection. It's different from all the others. Well,
Hold
yeah,
on.
it's
I
kinda
think
different.
the waffle being
Mhm.
round is a clear testament to the Lego my Eggo.
No, what you got to
stance.
understand, Adam, the waffle is a fundamental physical particle. It's like a quark or a gluon. Okay, waffle.
Wow.
That's what makes it different. Yeah.
I know a few
It's
round
it's actually
singers.
considered to be a lepton. It's not a hadron.
No, Gray.
Okay, you're messing with me, right?
No, they've discovered that at CERN that waffles are a fundamental particle of the universe, and that waffles themselves, particularly ones that come from Waffle House, are composed of these particles.
From the Waffle House.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Sacrilegious.
And they're gray?
Yes.
Huh.
At first.
Don't eat gray food.
Well, why not?
At
'Cause I
Waffle
said
House.
so.
At Waffle House, they run it through a particle accelerator that brings the customary color to the gray waffles.
So they're
Yeah,
essentially painting them.
That's how they
Yeah.
get them to you so quickly.
Yeah, exactly. That's all they're
Whoa.
doing. You're running through them in an atom smasher. Boom, boom, boom. Just nice coating of molecules that they can manufacture right there with those atom smashers, the way they can manufacture molecules.
What we're seeing is a top-down view of CERN and its particle acceleration.
This was a prototype. It was a
Yeah,
prototype.
okay.
It was
Okay.
It was not scale.
Sorry, Kefty.
Yeah. It was 1/1000th scale.
Right. Well, yeah. Your excuse, Kefki. I'm having spelling errors in my own speech.
Well, the funny thing about the beam you just had just before was that if you actually plugged both ends of that into that, I didn't see if that was an RJ7 or an RJ11.
It was an RJ45.
Oh, it was a 45. Okay.
Yeah. So Ethernet to wall plug.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Bye-bye.
Does it boost the internet connection speed, or at least the download speed? Or
Briefly.
To 110 megabits.
Briefly.
Yeah.
If my house wasn't so loud, I'd go downstairs and plug into the internet so I wouldn't leave you guys whenever my internet decided I was a jerk. But
I just saw this brave cat stop LGBTs.
Yep.
I just can't do it. There's just too much going on downstairs. It's like I have too many kids.
Yep. You do have too many kids. That we can all agree on.
I do not have that are up at this hour.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Glad we cleared that up.
Although, do you know how excited I am to be done with diapers forever?
How excited are you?
I just could do a dance of joy. I might have done a dance for joy.
The bottom right of Harry's meme here, by the way, is end stages. I'm gonna have to mute
Yeah, end
these
stages
dogs,
of-
talk to these dogs.
I got a
good.
lot.
mm-hmm.
I have from a 2-year-old to a 21-year-old, and a bunch in between.
That's
I
a
also
lot
have
of
a
kids.
married son. And if he has a child, which eventually he will, I am not changing diapers. I quit.
You've done your time.
Stick by that.
I know it won't last.
Oh no, I'm just looking at a meme. that would
Actually,
really
none
annoy
of them
your
are
husband.
biological, Spud.
Here, put it up.
I don't know.
Good kids are complying. Kids, Jesus Christ.
Put it up after the
Harry.
show.
Yeah, okay.
And yes, I have a 70-inch television.
Sizes and everything.
True.
I don't know. I increasingly refuse to buy glasses, so bigger screens is better. That was a horrible joke.
The quality. That's horrible.
The thing about the capitalism part that you can't see is that the guy standing on the highest part of the capitalism thing is a white guy.
Gonna get hit by a ball.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my issue with it. They're watching the game and they didn't pay.
My issue is, where's Waldo?
That's sneaky. I don't like that.
Wait, how is capitalism when you stack boxes high? What?
Oh my god. Yeah, they were still running this kind of stuff when I was in. This is stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't this corny. It was a little better than this. Not a lot, not really a lot. It tried to be a little bit more modern than this.
I
One
have to
moment,
yell
it's
at
gonna be
someone
for-
quickly.
Again.
Is this real?
Oh yeah,
TUES.
that is absolutely real.
It's
That
from the 21st century. It's a memento I brought back.
guarantee you that is real.
Wow.
TOS, I will be coming by to beat you with a stick.
That's not real. This is real.
Shroom.
Skimpy wiring. Oh shit.
Yeah.
No, they used to. They seriously used to warn us about prostitution and VD and all that. They did. They had this movie with
They had more than one.
Count Spyro Keats and he was a vampire, and his little assistant Peter Lorre type was Gonakakas, and they wrought havoc on sailors throughout the world, pulling their minds apart with syphilis and causing them pain with gonorrhea.
Mhm.
It was brutally, pedantic, annoying, and just it could have been great camp humor, but it was taking itself so desperately seriously, and of course we had to take it seriously. It's training you're grateful to be getting. So, God. But yeah, this was the sort of thing that they used to talk about. Don't take chances with getting sick. And that they used to emphasize the fact that because you are under an enlistment contract or because you're a commissioned officer, you are effectively, legally, government property. And if you harm government property by taking a stupid risk like that, that might be considered a violation of the UCMJ.
So this poster works, right, Skep?
Men who know say no to prostitutes. Spurs of syphilis and gonorrhea. Yeah, I've never seen this before, but that's the type of thing. Man.
Not sure if this one's real or not.
No, that's not. I don't know. No, that's
Why does it look like they were trying to go with an Archie type character?
If you're giving it up, you're going steady with Hitler. Hitler was at the movies, turning around to give a playful wink with it. That's so funny. What is this? I'm sorry, Jack. There's not enough room. Although that was that.
That's not a movie, isn't it?
That was the movie where anyone with an IQ over 50 would have just pulled him on the fucking raft. And they would have been fine.
They would have been. And Jack would have lived. And then the granddaughter wouldn't have found out her grandmother was a slut.
Yeah. It's like Jenna would just make a raft out of all the doors she's taken away from her kids.
Whoa.
Hey, I just did that.
Come on, that's a solid joke.
We just did that with one of the youngsters.
There's Jenna's kids.
We won't talk about which one it is, but
any word on the submarine that went or the
No, it's no word so far.
Well, they had 40 hours worth of air, and
it's about 35. It's about 35 hours from right now.
Yeah, so I mean, if they don't find them and get them up soon, it isn't going to make any difference.
Yep.
So if you get hungry, you can just start eating each other, but that's still not going to solve the problem. That's not going to be
your problem. That's not going to be the problem. I feel sorry for them, but that the problem. People don't realize how big the sea is. The ocean is fucking big. This thing is like 13,000 feet. That's 2.5 miles down. So it's a long way just down. Just the down distance is far away. You go a few degrees off this way, that you get into an area. They said they are looking in an area the size of Connecticut for something that's 40 feet long.
Yeah,
30 feet long.
Horrible.
It's fucking. And with the currents and the like undersea, I know that there a lot of smart people doing a lot of all the things that they can reasonably do. I know they've got to be trying to get a picture of what that area is. Extremely well mapped, and they're extremely detailed scans of the bottom, and they might be able to do a differential scan and see what has changed. You can actually do that, and if they can get a broad enough area, if they can map out enough area and get a comparison and get lucky that way. If this thing is neutrally buoyant and is drifting through in some of these undersea currents, it could be 30 miles away.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because those undersea, they're like rivers. They're like big, thick rivers that flow through the ocean. This is the absolute truth. And then they just will carry you. They will fool you. God, they bedevil you. You think you're carrying doing a perfect dead reckoning track. You think your chart's perfect, and then you take a site and you find out, you're off by a half a mile. Goddamn current. It's always that way.
The ocean is big
There's-
and it's indifferent to
Yeah,
your
it
survival.
does not
It
care.
just doesn't care.
Nope.
Now, there's 300 people.
Evie!
Will you take my children off the thing?
I'm just trying to come up with something else. Here. this
Chaos
makes me
Eve,
happy.
Chaos Eve is in chat. Evie, it's
Hi,
so
Eve.
nice to see you. Love you, babe. Love you, babe.
Oh my
See how hip
Please
I am.
never say that again. I will pay you money.
Yeah.
I'll give you a child.
My-
Whatever you want.
I've got all I can stand right now.
There's 300 people on the submarine, right?
Oh no, it's much smaller than that.
Oh,
Yeah. No,
Did you
they're
say 300 people? I think it was only 4.
4 people?
well. I think a couple of things are being talked about here. Okay, on a U.S.
There is a
Navy,
migrant
on
boat.
a U.S. Navy submarine, a big submarine. There are any numbers of crew complement that could be hundreds of people. Obviously, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about this little tiny submersible that's like the crew compartment's like 12 feet long, and it's got 4 or 5 people in it, and
Yeah.
God bless them. I just if the thing is, if they're on the surface, I don't
5
know
passengers.
Yeah, I don't know. Thanks, Jenna. I don't know. God, that thing is not it does not look seaworthy worth a shit. Man.
No, it doesn't.
It looks like it's meant to be submerged immediately, and then once you're under the water, it's a whole different ball game in terms of seaworthiness. You just have to be able to maneuver around like a fish, and propel yourself and guide yourself, and you're fine. But navigating the surface is a whole different deal. I was not on subs, by the way, but I was surface warfare. I was in 3rd Fleet, Pacific Fleet, Service Group 3, aboard the USS Kansas City, AOR-3. We were a combat replenishment oiler. Carried ammunition, oil, refrigerated goods, food, whatever, beans, bullets. Could also carry nukes, and had a couple of special missions too. Anyway, so that's what we did. Thanks for
I
asking.
am sorry to say this, but yeah, they're dead.
I mean, I was gonna say, yeah, it's probably
Well, let's
not a-
not invite karma this way or that way.
Yeah.
Let's just keep
they
our
still have
best
some
hopes.
hours. Yeah.
Keep the best hopes in our hearts. It's daunting, the challenge that these guys have just to even get the materials to search is a very inhospitable part. It's cold, it's brutal. There's all kinds of hazards out there. And it's deep ocean. I mean, they could be anywhere, and there are features down on the bottom of the ocean down there that are like mountains and valleys and things where some little niche, if they fell down to the bottom and got stuck down there, they'll never be seen again. They'll never be found. So,
Or parts of the ship could have just fallen on them. They're just stuck.
yeah,
they
they
were-
could have been fallen down be right next to the Titanic.
Yeah.
That's why I was doing the same
It's
talking about the
dangerous.
differential scan.
Why
pick
would you
that up.
get in that and go down there?
Wasn't this a tourism thing?
Can't
Yeah.
you just yeah?
Yeah,
it's a
they've
This
done
tourist-
is
it
it.
before.
Here's what it is. They put together a bunch of quote unquote mission specialists. These are rich people who pay millions of dollars to do this. And you get to come on there, and as a mission specialist, you get to go down and I don't know if there's any actual work that you do or if there's anything you're expected to do. This was a Pakistani businessman, his son, a British billionaire, somebody else, and then the captain of the little boat who was, a technical guy, an oceanographer guy, who, was massively experienced and all that kind of stuff. And so, at any rate, it's these are not people who've worked for years in oceanography, except for the people who are running this and the leader of the thing. So it's mostly a vanity and, just, experiencing the life, getting the special thrills. These are the same people. In fact, the billionaire who is missing was on the one of the these vanity astronaut rides that are basically elevator lifts above the Kármán line, and then they parachute back to Earth and call themselves astronauts. He did that too, so he's getting all the tickets punched, and it looks like he may have really bitten off a hell of an adventure here. I hope it ends well for these people. I always root for anyone versus the sea, because it just is. It's not a fair fight.
No.
If you get into a fight with the ocean, it is not a fair fight. I had an old boatswain chief used to say that when I was in training at Newport. He said, "Do not fight the ocean. The ocean will win. The ocean will kick your ass." He's absolutely right.
When I grew up on boats. I grew up going to the beach. We would go every day of the summer.
Mm-hmm.
From 9 till 5:30. We spent on the beach actually Daniel Webster Beach, and then we'd come up to the Cape on the weekends to see my great grandparents. And I can tell you, swimming at MotZ, oh Lord, the sea is the boss, and you're just there
for the ride.
Yep.
Yeah, you're a passenger. Yeah.
We used to body surf, and the saying was, if you didn't come out bleeding, you didn't do it right.
Yeah.
Because it was just
Like rock
so
climbing.
strong.
You always donate a little bit of blood to the rock gods.
Yeah.
I always did.
Yep.
Always did.
And what else? Because I've noticed this with my kids. They don't care how cold it is. The outside shore, 54 degrees.
Wow.
These children are nuts. I was nuts. I used to go in there and spend hours. How I did not end up with hypothermia, I don't know, except it was 90-degree day. So.
Well, you didn't spend hours in the 54-degree water.
Well, no, but we were at the beach from 9 until 5:30.
Oh, sure. Yeah, absolutely.
And you'd get hot, so you'd go in and you'd body surf, and then, you just go in and out.
Right,
And
exactly.
being there for so long. We were never allowed to go to the ice cream truck. I'm just going to complain about this. Because my grandmother was like, there is no ice cream truck. We're not blind, Gram. But we were never allowed to have the ice cream truck. And I allow my children to have it.
Oh, look at
That was
face.
not my childhood.
New
Well,
amphetamine popsicles.
my God.
Your kids will crave new amphetamine popsicles. Yes, that's what you could call that.
Yeah, first the popsicle, next Poland. Oh,
Hey.
I'm sorry.
Adam, make good joke.
Gray was Army.
Oh,
So was Jamie.
Oh, I see the joke. She needs Xanax because she's feeling stressed because no one's coming to her because of Xanax. So she needs Xanax too.
The therapist.
Yeah. 20 milligrams, a healthy dose of Xanax.
I think this predates the latest Little Mermaid movie by a bit.
What?
I have to tell you, I don't like Disney live action. It has nothing to do with anything except I don't like it.
Yeah,
Um,
it hasn't seemed doing too well. So
Like,
Is
how could you?
one of the mermaids transsexual?
I think so.
No,
I think the middle
just
one is.
living her best life.
She's eating all the fish. She ate flounder.
Evidently.
That was the first movie I ever saw, The Little Mermaid, in a theater.
That was the Big Mermaid. It was the prequel before she lost weight. And became
This
the
is
Little
her
Mermaid.
Ursula stage.
Yeah, that was her Ursula stage.
Mm-hmm.
why does the one on the bottom have like cool sunglasses?
Oh my gosh, I
That's
would
a
watch
mustache
it.
because it's Arial Italic.
Wait. Oh.
Yeah, like Italian.
Hey, I'm Italian, and let me tell you something. I shave my mustache.
Yeah. Are you saying that while you're
Means
shaking your head?
No, that's what, join the resistance. Of what?
Oh.
Oh, I forgot about this one, Skep.
She may be a bag of
I forgot to
coal.
put a
Shit.
Syphilis
Right.
and
VD
gonorrhea.
tag on her.
Yeah.
Dude, she looks like gonorrhea.
There's meds for that now. Great.
Yes, there are.
I agree with you. Lucy is the most horror. It's almost unwatchable. Charlie Brown because of Lucy.
Mike Corman on
I've
board
never wanted to
used
smack
to
someone.
say for gonorrhea, you'd get 15 cc's of penicillin VK, 5 cc's in each cheek, and 5 in the cheek of your choice. That's just how they give it to, by the way.
I could never get gonorrhea then because I'm allergic to penicillin.
I've heard.
That's why I can't. So now I have a reason not to get gonorrhea.
Well,
You
that's
should
all the more
definitely
reason,
wanna
Jenna,
avoid
that yeah, you want to avoid these bags of trouble.
Yeah, these whores. But we don't know if they're males or females because they're not gonna tell you. So
Props
this
to
could be a-
Shiagroth for getting ohms. I just wanted to put that up there.
Yeah.
Aw, that's a little leopard. This could be a man, Adam. You don't know.
Well, this is true.
She actually looks like a transsexual truck driver who has, had some work done.
I was thinking I Love Lucy gone bad.
I bet there's an Adam's apple under there. Or a scar from the surgery.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Just say anything beneath the surface of that's going to be bad news.
Yeah. There's
I
nothing
wouldn't-
good going on there.
like bronchitis.
That cigarette just says,
Yeah.
give it
Bronchitis.
up. You don't want to kiss this mouth.
The
Oh,
cigarette looks like
oh.
it's dirty where her mouth is.
Dude, yeah, you give her a kiss and she tastes like
A
American
garbage
Spirit.
can?
Oh shit.
I would watch the live action remake of Pocahontas.
Yeah, 'cause she paints with all the colors of the wind. Wait, what? And she has a
With all the
And
colors
she-
of the wind.
She understands John Smith even though they don't speak the same language.
is she wearing a beret? So she's French. I don't know.
It's either a headband or a beret.
Yeah, I think she's a supporter of the French resistance.
Or she
Off with
She's a
Louis'
morale
head.
booster.
she styles herself as a double agent, but actually she's just waiting for the war to end to see which side to be on,
Yeah.
which was not uncommon actually, if you want to know.
Want to go to France, buy a baguette, and lose a war.
Buy it,
Cheese
babe.
eating surrender monkeys.
They
But,
eat
Yeah, that's
monkeys? I thought monkeys was not a dish
I
served
would
in
not eat monkeys.
wherever the Indiana Jones
Hey
quote
now.
went to.
We need to have Prospero here so I can properly hate on De Gaulle. You know, he was
Old
such a
Charlie?
Isn't it
weasel.
Prospero's vacation time?
I think so, possibly. But at any rate, she, like I, have just about zero respect for this guy. He was possibly the most ungrateful person who ever lived. I mean, guy got his ass saved, got his country saved, got his country handed to him. The U.S. modestly stepped aside and let him go and take all the glory for the country. And how does he respond? He kicks the U.S. out of France. He closed down all our Air Force bases. And anyway, it's a long story, but there's a lot of reasons that I don't like him. And you hear Prospero and I talk about this sometimes.
Who?
De Gaulle. President de Gaulle, Charles de
Oh,
Gaulle
de
of
Gaulle.
France. Yeah.
Okay, for a second I
he
thought
was
you
a
were talking
prick.
about Stevie Wonder because you didn't
No,
get
no,
that
no.
they kicked us
Stevie
out of
Wonder.
France.
Stevie Wonder was president of France much later than
I
de
was
Gaulle.
wondering why you were
Yeah.
talking about
That's why he's
no.
playing
Stevie
the Atari.
Wonder.
He was president
given a
of
country.
Oregon. He was president of Oregon at that time.
I swear I'm not an idiot.
I know you're not. I know you're
I
not.
just was looking at Stevie Wonder while you first started talking. I was like, because you hadn't mentioned French yet. I was like, he didn't run a country.
When I was a little nappy boy. I love that song.
He's
love
still
that.
alive, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. I think he is. Is Stevie Wonder still alive?
I
Help us, chat.
don't know.
Save us, chat.
I know Ray Charles died.
Let us know the truth. It is Stevie Wonder alive.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you look at the controllers in the front seat in front of you, you can punch in whether or not Stevie Wonder is alive or
He
dead.
is alive. He is alive.
How
And he's
voted
alive.
him. He's alive.
Stevie
Ocean
Five
Liars
is
was
alive.
mostly successful.
Wait, how old is he?
73 or 74, something
wow.
like that. Yeah.
Right on,
You know,
Stevie Wonder.
He's just a few years older than I am.
I bet he still plays
That's not a
Atari.
dark thought.
my girls and I were reading. Hold on, the book The Help, about the South in the '60s, and Stevie Wonder was like 14 on the radio in one of the thingies. So that's why I was
Yeah.
wondering if he was.
He was a child prodigy. He was a guy who was just hanging around at one of the recording studios, and he was just this, amazing musical prodigy, and they were just looking for a way to use him. And eventually,
Holy
he was a
shit.
success story waiting to happen. Stevie Wonder's story is a very interesting story.
Yeah.
Not to throw a monkey in the wrench. Wait, a monkey wrench in the...
A wrench in the monkey?
A wrench in the
No,
wrench.
works.
that doesn't work.
Um,
There's no
we
wrench in
we,
a
we
monkey.
know that we know he's blind.
No. Ranting
Oh.
Monkey retweeted something that Elon Musk posted on Twitter. It said repeated targeted harassment against any account will cause the harassing accounts to receive at minimum temporary suspensions. The words cis or cisgender are considered slurs on this platform. Wow, that's interesting.
Wait, what?
Thank the
Whoa.
one to be called cis again.
Oh.
Wow. Hmm.
What you talking
That's gonna be
about?
that's an interesting turn of events. And like I
Well.
said, monkey wrench because fucking ranting monkey.
Elon.
If you give a monkey a wrench,
I could have sworn that was the phrase. Isn't it like a monkey wrench in the gears or something like that?
it's something. I know it's not throw the wrench in the monkey though.
I think I might be combining monkey wrench and then wrench in the gears.
You don't want to
Also
throw a wrench in
because
the gears, because that could wrench in the gears. Because that could break stuff.
yeah, I don't think that's productive,
I had
so to speak.
migraine medicine, and Adam had his medicine. So now together we make one human
Yep.
with common sense.
With a little sense.
Accounts that try. This is from Elon Musk.
You missed. Oh, I missed Scribe
Eli-
Stream too. Sorry.
Elon Musk said that accounts that try to game our verification system with non sequitur self promotion or advertise in a misleading way will be suspended. Looks like he's trying to do a bit of policing. Bringing a little order to it. That seems pretty normal. I don't see anything that's scaring me.
Well, no, I only said
counts as good news these days.
I only brought it up because you wouldn't. I don't think you would have seen, cis or whatever the other word was, as being a negative speech.
Why not?
I mean, no, I understand why people would see it as negative speech, but it's also been terminology used by a certain group of people as a negative bit, but they can say it because it's not really negative because it's, they're saying it.
Yeah.
So it's one of those, that's...
I have to tell you, P-Town does not hold these values to be true. P-Town is where I believe it's the gayest place you can go.
So are you like mayor of P-Town?
No, but like they don't. You're not gonna see in the middle of P-Town just.
It is weird. Like I said, it's.
I can tell you a lot about a lot of places. What do you want to know? Come on, I'm on a time limit.
Yeah, I can hear the ticking of the ticking of the clock in the background.
You can hear the groaning of the gears of your mind.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what that sound is.
Oh no.
Yeah, that tink, 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 tink.
Oh, so a place that I want to know.
Yes.
I can tell you how to say Worcester.
Worcester?
It's Worcester, is how you say
it. It is not. It's Worcester.
No, it's Worcester.
No, it's not.
That's how everybody in Boston says it.
Yep.
Worcester. If you go there, be sure and say Worcester.
Honestly,
then they'll know that you're en courant.
I can't say any
You're
one
running with
particular
the
place. Like I said, I'd like to fill the gap between.
Here, I'll give you some information about New Zealand. They invented bungee jumping.
They actually took it from a practice that was popular in all through the islands of Micronesia, which is to have towers that the men would jump off with vines tied around their ankles. I shit you not. And these things would be like 60 feet high. They're ridiculously high. And they would just, there was some flex in the limbs that, suspended these thing. But that's where that bungee jumping came from. That's exactly right.
I've seen the video of that. Pretty amazing. It's like
it,
you have to know what you're doing. Sort of for the size of the person going off the tower, which vines to tie to them, and the idea is they're supposed to break some of them to take up the energy.
Right.
They go all the way to the ground, but the
Just
point
climbing
is to arrive
the
there
tower.
intact.
Climbing the tower is a death-defying act in itself. Some of those towers do not look terribly safe to me.
Yeah.
Well, the whole process isn't safe. So why would you start with safety? That's just giving sense of I can do this.
Well,
No,
yeah,
you
and
want to
that's
go up there and you want to be
that's
like,
the testosterone. These are all males, by the way. Hey, yeah, where are the females doing this? Why aren't the females doing this?
couldn't pay me enough money.
Your boobs would come off.
Oh my god. I'd be knocked out by my own boobs.
Wow!
Right in my face.
Exactly, that would hurt. No,
I'm not a
that'd be
C cup.
terrible.
I'm bigger, so I'm dead.
Yeah, it would smack
And
you
then
upside the head.
on my gravestone, it'd have to read, "It was the boobs that did it."
Yeah.
No name, no nothing, just the boobs that did it.
So then, anyway, that's bungee jumping. That's where that comes from. And I was looking at this article. Apropos of nothing at all.
I have a story I can tell about my cousin.
That's awesome. That's nothing but awesome.
What? Who is that?
Greta.
Oh.
That's on the inside of a big internal combustion engine.
Yeah.
That's pushing her face down into the Hemi, if you know what I'm saying. Do you get the symbolism? Do you see what's going on? This is rape. This is rape, isn't it, Harry? There's no difference between this and rape, right?
It's exactly the same.
This is engine rape. And I'm not talking about First Peoples.
Oh.
Yeah. This is engine rape. The horror.
Sheargrass, tell her not to go bungee jumping either.
No, yeah.
So, let me tell you the story of my idiot cousin. So, her sweatshirt was in my grandmother's convertible, and we were at the beach because that's where we live.
Okay.
And she walks up to my dad and goes, "Uncle Danny, I need the car keys." And my dad's like, "The roof's down, but the windows are up."
Was this like a complete conversation of non sequiturs?
Yes.
Does anything follow logically in this chain of events, or are they just random facts?
My dad said, "Just reach in and get it." And
Okay.
she goes, "I need the keys." So my dad finally just gives her the keys, and she unlocks it, grabs her sweatshirt, shuts the door, locks it again, and then runs down to the beach and said, "Don't worry, Uncle Danny, I locked it." My dad was like, "I was petrified. Thank you for saving my poor heart from just worrying about the car being locked."
Give you other things to worry about.
She's blonde, can you tell?
Possibly. How can
That's
you
not
tell?
even this. I won't embarrass her anymore with other things she's done because I do have to see her again.
How ridiculous is this picture, Skep?
Built for life, Stanley.
The picture.
Why are there?
They need more. They need more bright lights.
They
Even
need
more bright lights.
so they can see what they're doing.
Yeah, so they can see the stars better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I
Yeah.
know it's better. Ugh, idiots.
Do you know what we had for the astronomy merit badge when I was in Boy Scouts? We had flashlights we taken paper and we'd colored a red splotch on it, then cut that out and taped it over the front of our flashlights to make a red flashlight. It actually worked fairly well, and it's a way of it doesn't kill your stargazing vision using the red light, and so you can see what you're doing. Because up in 9,000 feet up in the Front Range in the middle of Colorado back then was very dark. Anyway, British memes. So, I want something that really
Terrifying.
properly makes fun of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry.
I think Prince Harry is a hostage. Ugh.
Blink twice if you're being held against your will.
Here you go, Adam.
You mean the psychotherapy?
Hey, it looks pretty
sense,
good.
don't you, Jenna? You
Yes.
mean that she's holding him kind of hostage, and I think you may be right. No telling how much of the Stockholm syndrome he's bought into, and he's weirdly aligned with this woman who has. I can't imagine she has improved his life in any way.
No.
I can't imagine she is anything but a taker. And maybe he doesn't deserve anything better than that. The whole thing just makes me sad, but I want something, my sense of compassion and pity notwithstanding, I want to make fun of these people too.
Well,
Right.
how could you not?
Well, it's the Christian way, right?
Yeah.
So I want someone to really do it justice. Like I was reading in the Babylon Bee today that they did an article on this guy who was caught drinking a Bud Light and insists that he's not gay, and he's being interviewed about it. And I want something with that spirit of humor, that much pizzazz, and really brought off well with quality performers. To illustrate this folly. I don't know. I may be alone here.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Toast on beans. Fuck it.
So,
We just don't care.
yeah.
Fuck it. That's your fucking breakfast. Here's your fucking breakfast. Fuck it.
Ugh. I don't understand it.
I mean, the only thing I would add, honestly,
Hot
A
sauce.
hot dog?
Say
Hot
it. No, hot sauce. I knew you'd say
hot,
hot sauce. I knew you would say hot
some
sauce.
Cholula hot sauce, dude.
Yeah. I feel you. Yeah, me too.
I found this in
Me
my
too.
office when I was cleaning the other
With the
day.
wooden top.
To give you an idea of how badly I need to clean my office.
Oh my God! Continue the Reagan Revolution. Vote Republican. That's a very Republican font too.
I know, it's pretty painful.
Wow.
I mean, not that my office is that old, but I happen to just have that in a folder in my office.
That's
a
awesome.
bumper sticker that never got used.
That's excellent.
You should put that on your car now
I've
and see
got
what
like a
happens.
Reagan
in
Dole bumper
Cali.
sticker on the inside of my garage door.
I've still got a full size impeach Bill Clinton bumper sticker on the front of my dresser that I look at every morning when I'm
Very nice.
getting up. And
I have
getting
news for you, Skep.
Yeah,
He's out of office.
I know. But I've had that bumper sticker for a long time.
Hmm.
He was bad then. He's bad now. But
He's
he
better
won.
than Hillary.
Weirdly, he is.
So
Only
is
Which
because
is
he's not
terrifying.
smart. He's not smart enough to be as evil. I'm gonna toast your beans, Chaos Eve.
He's dead?
Who's dead?
Oh, Reagan.
Yeah, Reagan.
Yeah,
is-
Reagan.
Geograph
Reagan.
wrote he's also dead. I was like, Bill Clinton's not dead.
Oh,
He's
I
not
think
dead
Joe's older than him.
Damn straight.
Joe is not in great shape.
Baby.
I did like hearing that Kim Jong Un is the dictator of North Korea is going to Columbia University. What?
What?
According to sources, North Korean dictator Kim Jong Un is now attending Columbia University, a prestigious Ivy League school, to learn new brainwashing techniques for his regime. Quote, I thought I knew all there was to know about communist indoctrination, but I was wrong, said the ruthless dictator to reporters after sitting through a 2-hour lecture on why fidget spinners are a remnant of Western patriarchal oppression. Your American college professors have this down to an art. Kim Jong-un then waddled over to the food court for the all-you-can-eat frozen yogurt, whistling a merry tune as he went. According to experts, Ivy League schools in America boast the world's finest anti-Western propaganda and brainwashing techniques. The North Korean dictator expressed hopes that his newfound knowledge would help him make his citizens more robotically obedient. We still have our troublemakers, but with these Ivy League techniques, I'll have them eating out of my hand in no time, he said.
They get to
mouthfuls.
eat?
Well, no, he gets to eat.
Well, if they're eating
They
out
get
of
to
his
watch
hand.
him. They get to watch him eat. So anyway, the murderous leader of North Korea plans to go back to his home country and start his own Ivy League school, Kim Jong University. See, Kim Jong Un University. I found a funny article on Blablanby. That is such fun.
How's that for submarine Skep?
Let me see. Run back here. USS Narcissus. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
These days, I think it's okay to talk about this. They have other things that they can send away from the sub that can look back at the sub. And,
They're called people who mouth off.
yeah, no, they're literally undersea drones. Those are a thing. Can be deployed from a sub. You can actually put a mirror on one, and then hold it up to the periscope, keeping the periscope under the water, which is easy enough to do. Just raise the periscope when you're down at a certain depth, and you could do this very thing underwater, safe from detection by ASW.
All I can think of is that movie with that guy that played Frasier. Where he's on a sub and...
What movie was that?
Down Periscope or up Periscope? Or the one with Kelsey Grammer and Lauren Holly.
Oh, wow.
Wasn't it Down Periscope? Wasn't that the name? Was that the name of that?
No, it wasn't McHale's Navy, and it wasn't Operation Petticoat. I think it was something Periscope.
Yeah, it was. Down Periscope. That was the name of it. 1996. Comedy slapstick. Kelsey Grammer, Lauren Hall. Oh, Rob Schneider was associated with it. Bruce Dern was Admiral Graham. Harry Dean Stanton was in it. Yeah, Rob Schneider actually had a part. He was the executive officer. Who knew? That's one I've missed.
You should watch it.
Yeah. Commander Tom Dodge is not thought of very highly by his fellow Navy officers. Okay, so he's passed over for a promotion and gets a nothing job at some horrible shore station and ends his career. The end. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, so when he's offered the captain's seat on a decrepit boat that is part of a simulated challenge on the water, no one expects much from him. Guess this is complete fantasy. Set on getting his underdog crew in line in order to win the event, Dodge must face against his nemesis, Admiral Yancey Grant Brewster, who will do anything to see Dodge disgraced and finally kicked out of the Navy, because admirals hate good officers. They hate promising, officers who can do things. That's the problem with stuff like that. I can't suspend my disbelief. I can't.
He wasn't a by the book officer, Skep. His jib.
Yeah. Exactly. Cut him his jib.
I have a thing.
God, if you ever uttered those words.
I have a thing for Jenna.
What?
A thing that I've been saving for when Jenna's on. Can I play it?
Bring it out, please.
If that sea lion
please,
gets
please.
eaten, I will beat you.
Oh,
I already have a list.
The sea otter, an unofficial mascot of the Monterey Bay, and for good reason. They bring in a lot of money.
Are they cute?
Walking through Cannery Row, you can really see the economic impact and influence that these animals have. This shop dedicated to sea otters.
The
Do you
otters
want a sea otter?
is our thing here. It's the thing, what we are famous
What?
for.
If you are a
Can you hear the audio?
Yes, we are.
Do you want a sea otter?
Do I
Stuffed
want
or
to see?
otherwise? Yeah, or do you
No.
only like sea lions? I'm gonna play
No.
the rest of it.
Those
otter
aren't
fanatic,
real
this
sea
really is
otters.
the place. This is sea otter t-shirts
Fuck those
in
sea otters.
Monterey along Cannery Row, and they sell all sorts of stuff, not just shirts.
You don't really see the slippers with otters like this.
See, you
I
can
got
get some
the
sea otter slippers.
otter slippers for my grandma.
I want
actually.
some sea otters.
That excitement draws
I can
many to
walk
the
on
Elkhorn Slough, generating $3.2 million, plus an additional $1.9 million that supports over 300
That's so
jobs in the
cute.
area, according to a new
Like
study
the
by the Monterey Bay Aquarium.
Rivers of the ocean.
So, have you ever gone kayaking in Elkhorn Slough, Skep?
I never have gone kayaking in the slough. I know about it, but have never done that. No.
So let me tell you what happens if you don't pay attention to the tide tables.
Well, I know what happens.
Because
but tell
basically,
everybody else.
that bridge is Highway
Yes.
1 going over the top of that, and on the other side of that bridge is Moss Landing Harbor, and then behind you is this estuary, this slough.
And I'm going to
Elkhorn
guess.
Slough.
I'm going to guess the tide differential's about 8 or 9 feet.
Well,
probably.
it depends on the position of the Earth and a lot of factors, but it is
It's-
entirely possible
as a general rule
to
Harry,
go into Elkhorn Slough,
and not be
take
able
your
to come
sweet
out.
time, and then realize that you are fighting what feels like a minor whitewater rapids flowing under that bridge to get back to the place where you return the rented sea kayak.
Yeah.
They deserve it. If they don't pay
Yeah.
attention to the tide, it's their own fault.
It was a bit of a surprise for me because I was never
Well,
particularly a good kayaker. It was not something I'd done too many times. And I was in that predicament once where it's like, wow, getting back underneath this bridge is a real pain in the ass. But what is fun about this is sort of like, as you saw in this video, the seals and the sea lions in the slough will kind of play with you. They're very playful and
Otters
curious.
are not.
Otters are dicks.
Yeah.
For the most part, but the seals are a lot of fun.
Yeah. Fuck otters.
Yeah.
Sea
Sorry,
lions
Polly.
rock.
They're not even real mammals.
Polly
Not
will
even.
live.
Yeah. But yeah, so if you go to Monterey, you can get lots of sea lion or sea otter tat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because sea otters.
You can just overspend for merch.
My
in
my
Monterey.
grandmother went there one time and bought a sweatshirt, and it was the tackiest, most terrible thing. It was a hand painted picture of a sea otter looking as diabetes inducing as possible. And where its eyes were supposed to be, it had like little rhinestones. So it was just like,
Oh my gosh.
it's like, who kidnapped my grandmother and returned white trash grandma and gave you this?
I'm with stupid.
Put some more ice in your wine, Granny. Jesus Christ.
She should have come and shopped at P-Town. She would have loved it.
Yeah.
So funny.
What happened to Adam?
So funny.
What
Did we lose
happened?
Adam?
No.
Okay.
Adam.
I found
Adam.
Adam.
What? I'm
Adam.
here. I'm here.
You
I
were
wonder
quiet.
I wonder what sea otter tastes like. Like if, you roast it over some
Yeah.
plastic milk jugs.
It probably doesn't taste good. It's because
It really
it's
doesn't.
It's probably got a lot of oil in it. It's gonna be kind of gamey and oily.
Ew.
I
So
would
it's
say
kind of like
be-
duck, you know.
I
Yeah,
hate
kind
duck.
of like duck of the sea. You've heard of chicken of the sea? This is duck of the sea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's-
Adam. Eve
I thought
wants
Jenna
you.
might think this was entertaining.
I
Very
did
good.
find it funny. It would have been funnier if the sea lion ate the otter.
No, that would not have been funny.
Yeah.
Sea lion will totally eat an otter too.
Oh yeah.
Trust me.
Sea lions will-
New York in a New York minute.
That otter stand thingy.
Yes.
It's creepy as.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, exactly. I was thinking that myself. I was thinking, you look at that. That's the sort of thing that used to give me nightmares when I was a little boy.
I wouldn't go into the store because of that.
Yeah, exactly.
thing.
I was no, I'm good. I'll hang out here. That's exactly right. I wouldn't go anywhere near that thing.
Skep and I are gonna do shopping together from now on.
Fuck those otters.
Did I ever show you this? It's my
Fucking otter.
favorite Amazon review of all time. I clipped that because I saw it on Amazon. I'm like, okay.
My fat worker
I love.
tried to steal it from me, but I said, "No, Tony, you are acting too gay today. I only like you when you are sincere."
It's like, okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, you
That's
know,
a
gaming's
review. That's a review for a
happy.
laptop, by the way.
what's that?
Gaming's happy.
What?
Yeah. That's a review for a laptop.
Oh man.
Have yourself a gay Christmas does not mean
Oh god.
what today's
I love
children think
that.
it means.
I love the cat. You know, the cat. This whole cat meme paradigm. It's so expressive of someone being upset and another individual just completely not caring
Mm-hmm.
at the same time over the same thing.
Oh, I need one of those purses.
Yeah.
Heavy leather, muggers and thieves, you better watch it, sucker!
That's why the queen always carried that purse.
Red Fox gets hit, clocked upside the head there.
Yep.
Oh, that
Can't
is
show
fucking-
that.
That is nice. And look at those prices.
$12.99.
Half the price. I know exactly. It's the price of a hamburger. Fucking insane prices.
Good times.
We don't
Do you-
need to discuss Sanguine
Do you
and
think?
Gummy for
Do you think Aunt Esther is cis?
Yeah.
Because I'm seeing some sideburns
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I'm seeing some burns. Just saying.
I agree with Eve. Why don't they make cool shit like that anymore?
Exactly.
Because everything has to be out of China.
Yeah. Well.
Leave the windmill alone.
Yeah.
I want
You're
an
gonna
Aunt
die.
Esther purse.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, I mean, I have a handful of things that are just like my favorites. This is one of my favorites. 'Cause It's just so
Yes.
close to being true.
Eve, I'm with
It's
you.
so perfect. No, fuck you, low on side. Print the motherfucker. That's
No! No!
kick the
Lord!
baby. Kick the baby.
What did
Kick
that
the
thing
baby.
do to that
Got it on-
machine?
got it on a loop.
That is so funny. Kick the baby. Don't kick the baby. Kick the baby.
If
Yeah.
a baby's able to stand up like that, they're probably too old for a bottle.
You say so.
Soon it will all be clean. And Mr. Clean, work will be done.
I don't know if you want to talk about anything serious, Skep.
No.
I've been deliberately avoiding all things serious.
You know, I just needed to have a nice, lighthearted conversation so I don't start mooning over the fact that my wife is leaving me for 5 days. And going to a pretty scary place, the Dominican Republic. I don't know why they feel the need to go there at a time like this.
I actually
but,
had a question about that.
I'm not smart enough to know.
Are they going? They're going to a resort, right?
Yes, they're going to a very Tony resort there.
A towny resort?
Tony resort, expensive kind of resort.
Okay.
And you know, it's basically
Don't leave the resort.
It's basically like going to Miami with activities planned. It's just, I don't know. There's something about the allure, I guess, of going to a different country, even though it's just, you know, the next island over. But whatever, I'm good with it. At least it's nice there. The Dominican Republic is decent. You can go there and be relatively safe. Haiti, not so much. Haiti, there's almost no safe place there.
I have a secret to tell you, Skep.
Okay.
They're on the same island.
Yes, I'm familiar with Dominica. I understand that much about the geography. I'm saying when it comes to the western part of the island where Haiti is, that's just a lot more dangerous than the old French Dominican Republic on the other side. It's a little bit more stable. And certainly cater to the Americans who fly in there and the cruise ships that go by. But they're going to fly in, have a few days on the beach, have their activities, and fly home. And that will be that.
Are they going to swim with the pigs?
I'm sure they will.
Because I don't suggest that.
They will. That's the sort of thing they like to do. Some of them will. So, I'm sure I'll have pictures.
Okay, I'd be the mean person that would suggest barbecue pig style afterwards.
What's wrong with that?
Well, the kids are going to get attached to the pigs, and then you're going to be like, all right, let's get some...
They need to understand that, you know...
Circle of life.
Yeah, circle of life. We are where we are. We are at the top of the food chain, so we get to eat the pigs, even if they're our pets for a little while. We can eat our pets, right?
You don't name them, you can eat them.
Yeah, if you don't.
As soon as you
them,
give it a name, you're
done.
No, yeah, I name my lobsters if we get them fresh. Well,
but you don't eat. Fresh. You don't eat them, do you?
Of course I do.
You eat lobster? What?
It's delicious.
Oh.
I'm trying to get this image. There's artists.
Duck is delicious.
Deadheads.
Yeah.
Bourbon Council. I don't like where this is going, sir.
This is all the things that can keep you from being a successful manager. Head offices, deadheads. It's not good, man.
Yeah, I get.
Did I ever
I get
show
the
you
head
this,
offices, but
this AI thing? Kool-Aid Man at the Jonestown Massacre.
Oh no, but it was Rite Aid or Flavor Aid.
I'm sorry.
Too soon?
I believe Jonestown. I know it was but I think it was murder. I don't think it was suicide.
Do you?
I know it was. They drank the Kool-Aid.
Do you have any evidence that it was anything other than
the people that survived saying that there was guns held to their head?
There definitely was some of that. There was a lot of that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. That was murder.
That
part was murder, but they were all working for him. They were all working.
I know that, But the
will
fact
say,
that he did the children first, as
yeah,
a mother,
and
I'd be like,
if you hear
oh,
the audio recordings of it, it's like,
oh
yeah,
my
he's
gosh.
pretty much telling the parents to just, hey, yeah, just put it
Get
down.
it done.
Really not giving him an option.
Yeah, I'm sorry, it's murder. And then he was too coward to die that way. He took a bullet to the brain.
They usually are.
Drink the Kool-Aid. Yeah, how about just, ugh.
What a nightmare. That you talk about things that are on your list of worst nightmares. What was going on down there? What happened to those people is a nightmare come to life. And I've seen people in religious movements where they would have entrusted themselves to somebody who would take them. They would say, "Yeah, take us down there, lead us on down there. You know, we'll support you," and just trusted him completely. And that's what these people did. It's just so evil to pervert that and pervert their trust against them to induce them to murder themselves. Very sad.
I tell you, if the prophet of my church said kill yourself, I'd be like, bite me?
No, you
No.
have to do that.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No,
Kill yourself. You have to kill yourself.
I'm busy.
What if he says kill yourself now?
I'm busy.
Well,
Gotta go
when
check
you-
the dates on my dairy products.
Oh, by the way, you're a
Get back to you
homicidal
on that.
maniac, so I'm gonna make sure that you don't hurt other people either. I'm not a good shot, so
So you can blow off the bishop or the prophet or whatever his name is. You can blow off his advice if it's really
if he
objectionable.
tells us to kill ourselves, absolutely.
Really?
Yes.
What kind of a cult leader is that? He doesn't have any power.
It's a cult leader that isn't psychotic.
Well, but if you're going to be a cult leader, you got to be able to have your people kill themselves.
But I'm not in a
right?
cult.
Well, I guess. All right. Yeah. That way, yeah. You got a point. You got a
You
point.
fucking what, mate?
Like,
What do you fucking want, mate?
You know, Chad Daybell
You fucking
and
what,
Lori
mate?
Vowell, those two idiots
Fucking what, mate?
that were LDS and then they went to Preparing the People or some crap like that. And
Yes.
they killed those two kids.
Yes.
And his wife and her husband. And possibly her brother. I mean, and her other husband, because she. So, yeah.
And where was
We don't-
this?
It was in Idaho. Well, Charles was killed in Arizona. The kids were killed in Idaho, and then buried in Chad Daybell's backyard in the pet cemetery. And they took Tylee, who was
Oh.
16, apart and
No.
burnt her limbs. Motherfuckers that just need to die. How could you do
Yeah.
that to your children?
But could you pull the trigger on these guys? Could you shoot them?
I'm not a good shot.
Could you flip the switch?
Yes.
Really, would you?
For what they've done?
Yes, for what they've done.
Well-
Would you end a human life? Would you really end their life? They're sitting in a chair. You walk over to a switch and end their life, or if you say no, they serve life without possibility of parole. What
No,
would you
I'm
do?
not against the death penalty.
But listen to me. Respond to my question. What would you do? Would you flip the switch? And it's one of these guys.
If it was Lori or Chad, 95% sure I would.
I would. I know I would. I don't have any problem ending somebody who has transgressed that far.
Well, Skep,
I
you
have
want to
no
know?
problem.
The only thought I had was, if I flip the switch, will it affect my? Will I get electrocuted because I have rods in my legs?
No.
That was my only default.
Yeah, I was worried it might mess up my hair. So yes, exactly.
No, and I wasn't worried to mess up my hair. I was worried.
No, I was worried it might mess up my hair.
Oh.
When I flipped the switch, that was my only care. I care nothing about these people. They have forfeited the right for human consideration. They have decided to leave our race. They have broken the contract that binds them to other human beings by, doing what they did. Variety of ways to do that, in my opinion. But
the fact that what they did to the 2 children, and then,
but
she got.
Yes. She got.
Husband, Chad. They are married. She was arrested before she could take his last name. He's a death penalty trial because it's in Idaho.
Oh.
And I hope he gets it.
They kill him up there.
Yeah.
7 years and see ya.
Well, I'd rather they kill him quickly than have to pay for them to eat and sleep and.
Wow. We're pretty good down here. If you get sentenced in Texas, you'll die. You will die.
Harry, would you pull the switch?
If pulling the switch keeps somebody else from dying, now either that's as making an example of them, or stopping them because they're going to get released or something. Sorry?
Yeah, directly or indirectly.
Yeah, I mean, I would have to basically justify it as saving a life to do it. I wouldn't, if they're not a threat to somebody else and it's not going to save a life, and you can make a very good argument for pulling the switch saving a life as a deterrent. I don't know, I'd have to feel like I was saving a life to do it. I wouldn't take a life for no reason. Because it's not going to bring them back. And I know Chad can hate me for that position, but
I would love to meet them in hell and be like, welcome.
Harry, could you get to the place where if you were reasonably sure that this guy would cause physically harm and possibly death and would stop at nothing to, depending on what he wanted, given the right circumstances, if you prevented at least one occurrence like that, would that be enough?
Well, I don't know what occurrence. Like
what I'm saying, like attacking a guard. I think
the guards are well equipped to take care of themselves in a lot of ways.
Not really.
Yeah.
Well, for guys like that, the kind of prisons those people go to, yeah, the guards kind of have the upper hand. But I mean, it's not really my role in society to be the state's executioner.
Mm-hmm.
But if I was in a position where it was necessary to prevent harm, yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with it. Even if it was just after the fact, it seemed like it's important to send a message and somebody's got to do it. I guess it's my I guess I drew the short straw.
So that really is, in sum, your position on the death penalty generally. Is that's the test you wanted to meet, is that it must prevent a death. To take a life, it must prevent the taking of a different life.
I think societally, for certain types of crimes, the death penalty is an important deterrent. I think people need to realize when they set out to do some of these things, they're not going to just.
Espionage comes to mind.
Well, that was what was so beautiful. We took all day yesterday off to celebrate the execution of the Rosenbergs.
Right.
That was a
exactly.
beautiful thing. I'm glad they made the getting rid of Ethel and Shemp Rosenberg a holiday yesterday.
Julius Rosenberg.
Yeah.
Yes. Jeez.
I'm terrible with first names.
Oh my god.
I've actually been looking for that meme all night, and I can't figure out where I put it.
I'm waiting for the channel to turn off. We lost it. YouTube's like, all right, we know what you're actually saying, Harry, and we lose stream.
Let's
You
look
and your
at
anti-communist rhetoric.
Assassin has a big comment here. He says, honestly, I do not get this debate, which is Assassin being nice. What he's saying, what he's really saying here is, you guys are so full of shit. We are not talking about innocent people. If the evidence is sound, it is a just punishment. And so very emphatic words from Assassin of the Gray. And I emotionally, I'm with you. I hear you exactly. In point of fact, when it comes down to levying this kind of punishment on somebody.
Can I interject?
Yeah,
real quick?
I take my time with it. But anyway, we're just about to get going here.
There you go.
Well, let Adam share his opinion.
Things to say. Yeah, Adam, what's your opinion on this death penalty thing?
Oh God.
Well, I agree with what Assassin was saying, because I think all too often, when this topic comes up, that is a pitfall that the conversation seems to fall into. Oh well, what if there's evidence to suggest that so and so? Oh, blah 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 blah. But for the most part, we're not talking about those
Which
cases.
ones are what are we talking about?
No,
We're talking about the ones that are obviously blatantly
usually
guilty.
we're talking about the actual monsters that are out there that
Yeah.
they boast about doing it.
That's a good point.
So, I mean,
it's kind of
that's-
a class of criminal.
Yeah. So
Just
I mean,
absolutely unrepentant.
but see, here's the thing. I see it two ways in terms of this argument. Is one, it's a means to deter the argument, and you're suggesting that some innocent person, you would want to pull the switch for that innocent. It's like, no, I'm not talking about that innocent. I'm talking about the person who was like, yeah, I took pictures of me eating the carcasses. Like, this is like, yeah, I will pull the lever for that guy, no problem. Yeah, I wouldn't even miss a beat. Like, he's a monster. There's no reason to keep him alive. This is ridiculous. But at the opposite end, I understand kind of the need to have that 5% of I won't pull the lever, because there is humanity, and that to me is, that person is, they still have a soul. I don't want to take a life. But
here's
but
all right. Here's an unpopular opinion. I haven't offered my opinion on this. So let me get in on this so we can end the stream. And that is that I think that we need the death penalty for a lot more things, and I'm absolutely serious about this. Things like rape, things like robbery. If this is your third time you're going down for armed robbery, okay, we're going to euthanize you. Say goodbye to your family and do your affairs. I would basically take about 90% of our prison population and euthanize them. That would happen naturally through the judicial process. Okay, of course I would do everything through judicially, legally. That's the best way to get rid of the undesirables. But we really do have a huge problem with a lot of people who do not want to play in our society. All they want to do is act as a cancer, as a leeching cancer on society, and harm people, and just take never give to, and they're just shitheads. And unfortunately, we can't afford you, and we're not going to keep a Coventry or a Devil's Island or anything like that. Instead, we are going to say you don't get to play the game at all.
It is a sad concept to take up,
Yeah,
but at the same end,
it is.
you know,
And I would humanely euthanize them with an injection to the base of their spine.
not even that. I just think back to
It could be done
to
in
what I
a
had posted.
conveyor belt of chairs. They just
I
set
wouldn't
them
even
in
do
chairs.
that.
Ka-chunk,
I was thinking. I think it was Matthew 18:6. I'm probably quoting it wrong, but it'd be best if you tied a millstone to your neck and jumped into a river.
It would be better that a millstone.
It'd save us money.
Well, it's just one of those things where there is just some crimes that humans do that are just
unforgivable.
There's nothing we can do. I hate, but see, this is the thing. It's not. Oh, so somebody stole a Kit Kat bar. You're gonna. No, of course not. We're talking about very heinous crimes. This is.
No, yeah,
if
this
you
was
can't
like
conceptualize
Leon Lett spiking the ball before he crossed the end zone. Why?
Oh yeah.
My God.
Or Smokey stepping over the line.
I would have euthanized him that day.
And not marking it a foul. Come on.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Well, retribution is retribution. And that's the thing. If it's solely about retribution or justice in the sense of that, I'm not on board. And, chat can hate me. Don't care. Don't care. This is a principle I live by. The purpose of violence is to prevent harm. And that's in war or anything else. Now, like I said, if the death penalty for particularly type of heinous cases deters other people from doing it, then I'm okay with it.
Even more, dude.
But
I would
just
say even
just
more
the
so.
sense that somebody did something wrong, and there's no chance they're going to hurt somebody else, and they need to just die just because they need to die. That's maybe enough for you, but it's not enough for me because I'm just kind of inherently not violent.
But see,
if it saves one life because it sends a message to people in society that we will not put up with something,
yes,
I'll pull that damn lever. But for me, it has to be about preventing future harm. Not about me being the arbiter of justice, because I am not God and I don't get to do that.
And there has to be a direct connection, is what you're saying, right?
It needs to be a reasonable thing to say. Yeah, by killing this,
a reasonable person would say that yes,
it'll make the next sociopath think twice. Because sociopaths don't. They may not feel the things that they're supposed to feel. They may not be deterred, but they still are rational in the sense that they know if there's a 1 in 100 chance that if they get caught that they're going to go down. I want them to know that it might be a fatal mistake.
But see, Harry, this is the crazy impasse that we're finding ourselves in, because I agree with you. That would be the ultimate deterrent. Hopefully,
impasse.
Well, no.
Pretty well.
No. But if we're getting to a point where a lot of these people are going off without these consequences, we need to get to that point where we need to show them, hey, this is the consequence of you doing these heinous acts. Unfortunately, there's going to be a period of, oh shit, here's the evidence of, we're not fucking around anymore. That's the unfortunate part. There's going to be that transition period of, we're going to show you you're not allowed to go around and do whatever you want, because we're actually going to start enforcing the laws. And it'll eventually calm the people causing these acts, so we don't have to do it. Because again, we don't want to have to do it. But at the same end, we cannot let, this guy likes to chop up people, and, all we're doing is putting them through some psych wards. It's like, well no. He's just going to get out and start chopping up people again. I'm making it so extreme because, I'm not talking about the guy who, fucking jaywalked a couple of too many times. And he's constant jaywalk. He's the low-level Batman villain.
My point in saying what I said about euthanizing all those people, now, sometimes I say things to be just a bit provocative and get people talking. But in point of fact, the people I'm talking about euthanizing are not people who will ever contribute anything to society. Not that contributing to society is a condition for living. It's just that having already screwed up so massively so that you're already deeply in the penitentiary, you've got a life ahead of you where you're going to do nothing but visit misery on the rest of the world. You are going to take, you're never going to give. When you reach that point, I can't see a healthy society tolerating the existence of that entity as anything other than a tax.
I've told you about my take on broken windows policing.
Yes.
I have, if you're talking about somebody who's found guilty and they're beyond the shadow of a reasonable doubt,
Yep.
that they're guilty of first-degree murder, I think the minimum sentence should be life in prison, and we should probably be giving more of those guys the needle.
Yes.
And if I'm, like I said,
Yes.
if I'm the guy who draws the short straw, I'll do it. I may not sleep well afterward, but I'll do it.
Okay, here's a recent example, and this is again this conversation turned kind of a sharp turn.
What was all ha-ha, happy,
I
fun,
know,
fun,
right?
memes ahoy,
Yeah.
then death penalty to end.
But
We did just kind
I
of fall
will
off a
say-
cliff, didn't we?
a recent news
My fault. Sorry.
that came up was some son of I believe a district attorney, I think it was, who hit a car. He was speeding down intersection and he hit a car and killed 5 people.
Oh.
I think his name, I can't remember the name. I just remember he was a son of a prominent figure.
We'll call him Larry.
Yeah.
Larry.
But
Tell us about Larry.
it's one of those things where it's like, I don't think that he should deserves the death penalty, but yes, life in prison, of course, and it shouldn't even be like let's
Vehicular
tie the
homicide.
courts up. Yeah, it's like, dude, obviously he was already had caused an infraction before, at least from what I remember from skimming through the news star. Forgive me, but killing 5 people in a car accident like that's just like, dude, I'm sorry. Like, I really don't see coming out of that, and I mean, I'd hope you'd be productive after that, but that wasn't your first infraction. Like this wasn't like a oopsie daisy type thing, and that's 5 lives lost.
Yeah.
So much for son of a
like-
B word. Now we've got son of a district attorney. That sounds like a slur.
No,
That
Yeah,
bastard
that's-
is a son of a DA.
son of a DA. I mean,
That's kind of
worst.
mean. That's kind of mean.
I know, son of a DA.
But-
whoa, whoa.
but I'll
Enough
be-
with the hate speech there,
Whoa.
Adam.
I'll be realistic with it. A lot of these
Do
court
so.
systems have to be cleaned up
Mm.
to begin with. So I mean, even before we start trying to rationalize means for a justifiable death penalty system or whatever the fuck we managed to conjure, I think we can all agree that our justice system is kind of a little fractured and needs a little repair work before we
Does
start looking at that.
Ohio have the death penalty?
Yes, it does, and it's happy to do it. They use lethal injection. They used to use electric chair. They had a real nice electric chair. It was great.
They
Everybody
should just
loved
use a steamroller.
The
and then
reason I asked is
just- you just got the
some
Cleveland
guy
steamer.
3 days ago set his 3, 4, and 7-year-old in the lawn and killed them execution style.
I know. I heard about that.
What
yeah.
the
Bastard!
fuck?
I'd like to get my hands
we don't.
on him.
Yeah, we probably don't need to. That's a very, very sad case.
Okay, see, that would be on the opposite end of the extremity.
There's a
Like,
lot of-
that
lot of
guy,
talking about that. Yeah.
for sure, deserves. And
I don't really
And-
have a meme for this, by the way, so just throw it
Harry,
out.
Gray wants you to know he sent you a meme in Discord, and if you don't reply, I think his head is gonna blow off.
The reason
Oh.
I wanted us to be careful about what we said about this is that there evidently are some mental.
Don't you mean Eve?
This guy's a
Not
mental
Gray.
case.
No, Gray.
No, Eve sent me
There's
a
mental issues with him.
meme. Okay.
What's that? Oh,
Not Gray with the other guy.
hey. So can you
I'm
change
talking about the guy in the news. I'm talking about
image at
the
least?
guy who
Because,
killed his family in the news.
I mean, it's starting to hurt my butt just looking at this image.
That was what they used to do as what is it called?
The
When they look at your
Gaddafi.
gallbladder.
Oh, there it is.
Not your
Thank you.
gallbladder, your whatever you call it.
Colonoscopy.
Yes, that's how they used to do it.
No, I don't think
Yeah,
that's how they
checking
did
for
it.
lumps.
And they also ate rotisserie chickens without forks and knives. But
That's actually an early prostatectomy.
There we go.
There's
There we
no
go.
camera at the end of this.
Thank
pike.
you. That's the one I was looking for.
Every June 19th, American patriots celebrate the execution of communist traitors Julian and Ethel Morozov, who gave the Soviets classified info on the building of nuclear weapons. Celebrate Juneteenth with pride. Well, Julius certainly did. Ethel certainly helped him, and Ethel definitely helped introduce
I'd pull the trigger on either one of them.
friends.
Look at Ethel. Her face looks
I ain't
like
enough
it's
caliber.
like
I could just line them up. Never mind.
being
Yeah,
sucked into the center of her head.
Gonna save you a bullet. Gonna save you a bullet. Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. The old joke.
Just
Anyway,
go through one and have them stand like that, and you can just shoot through one and on the side of the head, and it'll go through the other.
Exactly.
wasn't it Rosenberg's brother-in-law? He was the one they should have executed of all of them. He was the most.
So it was a family
weasel-esque.
affair, is what
Oh,
you're
it
saying.
was a total family.
She
affair.
has the
was her-
soured,
I think her
puckered face
brother.
of somebody who sucked on soured balls for quite too many years.
Yeah.
Well, look at her husband.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean.
That's nothing to write home about.
Yeah.
Look at them both. Fuck these people.
Damn communists.
They were that. They were dedicated. Julius was a dedicated communist. Ethel was along for the ride, I think. I still think that. I think she was an enthusiastic writer.
Hey,
and-
if you
but,
want to play Ride or Die, unfortunately, you
well, but
go down with the ship. I don't know how else to say it. But
Yeah.
yeah, you're gonna be a
when
Is
they-
this the one that Gray sent you? So
Yeah.
his
It just
blood
threw me off
pressure
because
can
Eve
come
sent
down.
me something to it. I'm like, hey, wait a second.
thanks, Gray.
His
No, this
blood
is the one I was
pressure's
trying to
evening
find.
out.
I will
He's
tag this
good.
one so I don't lose it.
Which one did Eve send you? Or is
It's something for later.
something for later? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Do you have like a happy, uplifting meme that you could post so we could
Yeah.
end on a good note?
Let's see.
Charlie Brown kicking Lucy in the face when she moved the football.
Ooh.
Always what I hope for, but it never happens.
I like that song though. Christmas time is here.
I like the one where
This is a happy meme.
there we go. It's crazy that this is the guy who decides if restaurants are good. was name was Beep. Beep.
I didn't know he danced. That cat is an ass.
On redance.
What
on
a
the,
jerk
on the
cat.
Elizabethan collar.
Mhm.
Dog has just had surgery. And the cat just goes, I don't care. I'm a cat. I have no fucks to give.
Got this. I like this.
Oh, get the Texas. Go and get out of there. Get your ass out of there.
It's a
Get
nice
out of
belt
there.
buckle.
It's Texas.
It's the Texorcist.
No, his belt buckle.
Yeah. It works. It works until Viagra falls. I just made
I don't know. There aren't a whole lot of happy things in this folder.
Yeah. Think about humor. It's usually at someone or something's expense.
Yeah.
And that frequently isn't, it's something that makes you laugh, but is not in and of itself funny. Things that are funny require more art, in my opinion. They reflect the unexpected most often.
Yeah, no kidding.
So,
Waka waka.
but it's hard. It's harder humor to write. It's a harder joke to make. It's much more fun to say, haha, those crazy Republicans, those crazy Democrats, those, tear people down. And it's easy to lose sight of that. I have a tendency to be overcritical. I know that.
You think
I
so?
have this will end. Somewhere out there, there's a child whose mother is a prostitute, father is a crack addict, and grandfather is president.
Well, that's not funny at all. That's kind of scary.
It's true though.
Yeah, no, it's even more scary.
I don't know who told the Bidens that it would be classy to try and disown this child.
Well, aren't there two
Who is
children?
their publicist?
No, the classy part was trying to lower the amount that he had to pay.
I don't know how many kids there are. There's one that's been proven by DNA that I know of. That's for real, that nobody can contradict. That has been
Happy
verified.
Father's Day, Hunter.
Yeah, yeah. And,
Do you know Beau Biden named his son after his brother?
Yeah. I still like this one. This one amuses me. That's a
Now,
happy note.
that's a happy way to end the
We
show.
could end on that, right, Skep?
Yeah,
That is awesome.
I think we can call it on this. This is a very fulsome
God
and wholesome
bless
cartoon.
America.
It makes me think of overflowing jugs of milk. I don't know why it makes me think of that, but it makes me think of that. And also, when it comes to stores, it makes me think of the Gap. And so with that, we're going to end the podcast. Thank you for hanging with us. We have been